trying to live a civilized world, and coming up with their own religions, straying away from God.
Well, a perfect example.
Now, if you add
a perfect example of that.
Say it again.
A perfect example of what you just said was when God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. And he spared Lot and his 2 daughters and his wife. Okay. And then Lot's wife turned around when she was told not to and turned to a pillar of salt. When Lot and his daughters got to the cave, their primitive way of thinking was their whole world was Sodom and Gomorrah. So for all they knew, God was destroying the world. And they got their father drunk and slept with him, which is incest, okay, because they wanted to procreate the world. Now, in their eyes, they weren't doing anything wrong by doing that. But as we read it in today's society, we would say that what they did was definitely wrong because they seduced their father and had a baby with him. Both of them. But like I said, then again, they thought that the world was being destroyed and they wanted to reprocreate the world and they thought they were the only ones left. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
Okay, well let's talk about that. Okay, let's go in this direction. Okay, so we have this. We have 2 revelations. Okay, yeah, right. Lot's wife died because she looked back. The daughters had sex with Lot because they're sinful. Okay, but now let's talk about that concept, sin. Why do men sin? How do we know they're sinning?
But Chad, they weren't sinful because originally Lot said to the people of Sodom and the men of Sodom and Gomorrah who wanted to know the angels. They didn't know they were angels. They wanted to know the strangers. And he said, I have 2 daughters who have never known a man. Okay?
Oh, they sinned. Yeah, they sinned. Lot gave up his daughters. He was ready to let the men rape her. I mean, what kind of dad is that? A father who allows their daughters to be raped by horny men who wanted to have sex with other men? That's evil. And God certainly didn't say that was a good idea. Now, Lot was under a lot of pressure. We can certainly make excuses for Lot, but regardless, Lot sinned. But my point is, Marcus, we wouldn't know that Lot sinned unless there was special revelation given to man. Now, the story that you used, I'm shocked actually you used it because you're liberal. But God destroyed the city of Sodom and Gomorrah because those cities were actually infested with homosexuality. They were so wicked and so disgusting to God that he had it wiped out by an angel. Okay, that kind of goes along my point. The special revelation there is God from heaven revealed to Sodom and Gomorrah that they shall not defile the name of God, which God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and by their wickedness continually, he had them wiped out. It's the same like with the flood, right? Well, why did God do that? Why did God wipe out the entire earth with a flood? Millions and millions of people. Women and children, by the way.
Well, because
why did he do that?
Well, because in his eyes, man was wicked and sinning against himself and against the Word of God.
Right there, Mark, listen to what you just said. In his eyes. Did you hear what you said?
I know what I said.
Okay, well, I'm just saying bravo, you got it. Mark, listen, in his eyes. Whose eyes? God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
The God from the Bible. Okay, according to him, the world was wicked. According to him. How do we know that? Because God gave us special revelation that behavior is wicked. Does that make sense? We wouldn't know what wickedness was. Heck, if God never revealed that to us and we lived without special revelation, remember our terms? You got general revelation, you got special revelation. If God did not reveal to mankind that what Sodom and Gomorrah was wicked, then we would not know that that concept was wicked. But in his eyes, out of your own mouth, Mark, in his eyes, it was wicked. See? So what do you have? You have a God who thinks objectively. He has things that are right. He has things that are wrong. He punishes the wicked. He gives righteousness to the good. Good, bad, light, dark, evil, kind, cruel,
well,
evil.
That's
They're all
also
dualisms. There's a dualism for a reason.
Well, it's also part of, part of the punishment meted out to Adam and Eve when they ate of the tree of knowledge and they became as God. Before then, they didn't know they were naked. They weren't embarrassed. They didn't know anything. It was also, before Cain slew Abel because of his jealous rage. Okay. And you had the first fratricide. All right. Adam and Eve, and I guess whoever else was created, lived very happily in Eden until they ate of the fruit. And then everything changed.
Just remember, knowledge is dangerous.
Well, knowledge is given to us by God. Now listen, you're absolutely right, Mark, that something happened to mankind. They disobeyed God. They sinned against him. Now what is the result of sin? And this, by the way, is only found in the Bible, this particular concept, because we can't correctly define sin if we look at the God of the Quran, for instance.
Well, the wages
too many
of
verses
sin
in
are
there
evil.
where you can lie and kill and kill the infidels. Listen, the reason we know sin is because God has revealed it to us. But look what it's cost us. It causes death, right? What did God say in the garden? He said to Adam and Eve, if you eat of this fruit, you will surely die.
Right.
Well,
and before that, they had no concept of
that. They didn't understand that because
right. They had
never
no
lived
concept
that way
of
before.
death. They didn't know what death meant or what it was.
That's right.
It
That's
also.
right. So
it
now,
also,
going back to my original question for you, Mark, it's this: what's now adding special revelation? How in the world is anybody supposed to know about special revelation in the sense that what is good, what is bad, what we ought to do, what we not ought to do, who God is, who we are? Where does that information actually come from?
well, I think if I recall my Bible scriptures and my philosophy from college, you have a priori knowledge of certain things. Certain things are within you, and the only one who could possibly put it there, in my estimation, would be God. That God has put these things in us so that we know the difference between good and evil, and we can make proper choices in our lives.
That's right, Mark. That's the absolutely right answer. Now, which God is it?
Well, here's where we differ.
The Bible? Is it the God from the Bible, Mark, that revealed that to us?
Well, in my religion, it's God the Father. It's God, period.
No, not according to just you. I'm talking about in an objective, universal sense. Which God was it? I can't trust that there's multiple gods out there. We won't never, ever get an answer. What is the answer? God has revealed to us what is good and evil because of the God from the Bible, correct?
Right.
The revelation's in the Bible, therefore that's the answer, period. There isn't any argument.
Right.
There's no, well, what about the Quran? Well, what about this? What about the Book of Mormon? What about... No. The only revelation, and by the way, this is such a bigger topic than what we're dealing with now. I'm giving you a very surface answer. Really, what we should do is now discover, well, why is it the Bible, Chad? Why do you think the Bible is the only truth that gives us special revelation of who God is and who we are. Why do you believe that? And I would give you a 7-hour long answer. And 7 hours doesn't even do it justice. You need hours and weeks and months and years. So there's a lot of reasons why the Bible is what it is. So what we have to do now is discover those things rather than guessing whether or not I'm in the right faith. That answers a lot of questions, doesn't it? Am I in the right faith? Am I right with God? Have I repented, put my trust in Jesus? Is Jesus the only way? Doesn't it answer those kind of questions?
Well, that's where Felix and his esoteric ministry comes in.
Yeah.
You know.
Stop.
You know, according to the esoteric ministry, I mean, there are certain things that are revealed to man, and then there are other things that are only revealed to certain esoteric ministers who then have to introduce it to ordinary people like me.
Okay, stop laughing. All right.
Anyway, I'm taking a 5-minute break to make coffee. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, Mark.
Just tell me that.
You gonna play some music,
Mark,
Felix?
hold on.
Give it a minute.
I know. I'm just saying. Hold on. Am I going to play some music? Yeah, I'm going to play some.
Talk to Chad.
I'm going to talk to Chad. You're going to take more than 5 minutes. I'm going to play something. All right, we're going to play. This is. All right, here we go.
God bless America again. You must know the trouble that she's in. Wash her pretty face, dry her eyes, and then God bless America again. You know, I wish God would bless America again, like he did way back there when it all began. He blessed her then, but we sort of took it for granted and didn't ask again. So let's just kind of hold her hand now, that's all. In case she stumbles, let's don't let her fall.
Oh, Felix.
God bless America again. You must know the trouble that she's in. Wash her pretty face, dry her eyes, and then God bless America again. I don't understand everything I read and hear about what's wrong with America. When you don't have a lot of book learning, there's many things you don't understand. But I know this much, she's like a mother to me. I love her with all my heart. And let me tell you this, mister, everything I am or ever hope to be, I owe to her. God bless America again. You must know the trouble that she's in. Wash her pretty face, dry her eyes, and then God bless America again. Oh, please, God
bless America again.